Hi everyone, warmly welcome to all of you with an important message, especially for the global trainers, professors, teachers, even the coaches, and I'll say anyone, whoever is teaching in any shape, might be the safety officers or supervisors or managers or even the consultants who are somehow teaching to others in shape of safety inductions or even I'll say to the quality professionals as well, because one way or another we definitely try to teach others, right? So in that context, I'm just going to share the latest best practices, which are really important for all of us to understand. And for this one, I'll request to all of you, please be clear that the word truly is realizing that teaching is a major or the training even a major reason for poor education kind of educational outcomes, and even if you go back and check United Nations like Secretary General who already said that the world's educational system, especially in 2022, are not fit for the purpose. The reason is the technology is evolving rapidly, and our learning speed and the way we are trying to teach people is entirely now in a different dynamic, which we really need to understand. And for this reason, I thought why not to talk directly through a video message with all of you. And feel free to comment. And I'm sure this is the way we are going to learn from each other. So the number one goal of the educational system in today's era should be to train people to be effectively, like I would say, effective independent learners. EIL. That is what we really need to develop and establish, the mindset of the brains which really want to learn independently. So, making people independent learners, for this one, surely we all trainers, teachers, surely have to understand the simple course of teaching methods, and what is I'm trying to follow is now I started saying in my training session that I'm not a trainer here, I'm a facilitator. I'm a person here to encourage you, to provide you a platform where you all can learn from each other. And to be very honest, even I calculate the total number of years experience sitting in front of me, even though like sometime is 200 years, 300 years experience sitting all together. So I'm not the one to teaching them that, what things they are missing in their mind. The only thing is I have to create a platform where they all can share their ideas, share their experiences. And trust me, 99% people I can claim they don't write books about their experiences. That's why it's became more important, especially to make them independent learners and then give them an initial round of learning objectives. Setting learning objectives must be our key priority now. Even we should not start our session until we give them a clear learning objectives, and then surely they have to achieve. Because without targets and objectives, you can't make them very much a productive learner or effective learner for this particular session. And yes, after setting the objectives, then you must back off as a trainer, as a facilitator. Now give them a chance to start, doing things the way you have teach them, kind of a small theory, which we always present. And then later on, let them do the practice and learning how, especially, always we mention, practice makes a man perfect, but give them individual exercises, give them some group kind of exercises, and let them do things practically rather than like if I'm going uh, for a confined space rescue training. So my job is just to teach them all the procedural steps, and later on, automatically they are the one going to show. And the objective is should be quite clear that all the individuals have to be a better rescuer. So individually and as a team member, how they're gonna be a better productive rescuer, especially related to confined species. Now, for this reason, practically you as a coach or trainer or teacher, you have to lead from front and be part of one of the groups. Don't lead all the groups. Be part of one of the group and start doing things, practically, and see how everyone is enjoying that learning momentum, and later on back off and have a group leader in each group and let them present what are the pros and cons or kind of things they missed, whatever they learned in the classroom session now, how they acted, while they were doing practical. What I mean is the crux of the today's the learning is all about practical. It's all about practice, because theoretical things they can get from Google, YouTube, and different kind of other platforms. But now, whatever we are teaching them, if they are unable to perform or act on it, it's a huge gap. And first of all, we, the global trainers or teachers or so-called professors, even, we have to realize that now the dynamics of teaching entirely are changed, and the mindset of the people and the expectations of the people are becoming very much, unique, which we truly need to realize. All of us, we need to realize. And for this reason, the number one thing I will encourage again is all about practice. Whatever you are teaching them, facilitate them in practice, in practical things. And yes, we all trainers, teachers should become mentor coaches that truly intervene, only when learners are having more than reasonable difficulty actually with a particular learning unit. And even then, we all should help with subject related knowledge, but rather limit our intervention to helping learners learn how to find effective learning aids. What we truly hear to make them effective, that we must remember that the number one goal is for learners to be effective, independent pursuers of knowledge. They should by themselves be a passionate learner, and having someone who will push appropriate knowledge to them to reach that purpose. That's why it's not like the push policy. We have to, pull policy. So we need to encourage all the trainings that be the independent learner, because since you are investing your time, your company is paying to the training institute, you are also spending your a lot of time here and leaving all your other jobs, and you are in the training room, you are in the learning domain. So be ready to be an independent learner actually. For this reason, I seriously, thought to talk about this particular area and getting your comments actually, because the only other time the mentor and we, the coaches, should intervene is when a learner is not putting the reasonable or expected effort, for whatever reason, like lack of motivation, or they are not taking interest, or they are bullying each other, or having some other distractions, or might be some difficult time in life or at home, or maybe poverty, maybe abuse, lack of education support in background at home even. So in that context, we, the trainers or kind of facilitators or coaches, we must try to help them to deal with or to escape these circumstances that these issues are. It's the mentor or trainers or the facilitators' job to reduce any sort of negative impacts of such situations, because that's where their learners' ability to learn should never be affected. Yes, these are the terrible reasons sometimes to distract a brain, while, because sometimes I say you are physically available, but mentally wherever you are, please come back. Please come back. Make your mood to be a better learner. And I'm here to facilitate you. I'm not here as a trainer. I'm here as a facilitator. I'm part of your learning team. So let's learn from each other. And please feel free to your experience, and the way they share their experience, extremely important for my learning also. So yes, we, the coaches, trainers, professors, we all have to change our mindset. And now the new dynamics of teaching are entirely unique. Technology has evolved, AI is there. Only thing is we need to support them in a just to make them an independent learner. And I hope not only independent learner, effective independent learner. Like even to my kids, I'm encouraging them to be the independent learner, even though sometimes they'll face difficulty. But yes, wherever they face difficulty, we should try to motivate, teach, and encourage them to be on track by achieving their learning objective. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself, and please uh, feel free to comment. I just thought it's almost midnight here in Saudi Arabia, so I thought to put that message and see if you can contribute, and your comments will definitely be means a lot to me. And let's learn from each other. And I'm waiting for your comments. I'm a learner like you. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself.